My name is Vanessa Carlson, and my life has always been a canvas of color and chaos, painted in the humid heart of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a muralist, turning blank city walls into stories of hope and rebellion. But the biggest story of my life didn't happen on a wall. It began with a letter, a secret, and a mother who would rather frame me in her perfect world than let me paint my own. Before we go any further, I'd love to know, where in the world are you watching from? Drop your location in the comments below. I love seeing how far this little story can travel. Let's make this space feel a little more connected, no matter how many miles are between us. The tan-colored envelope sat on my kitchen counter, sealed with silver embossed lettering like a storm cloud threatening to wash away everything I'd built. I ignored it for 3 days. Then my phone buzzed with a text from my cousin Ethan. "Open it, Vanessa. You need to know." Inside was an invitation to my mother Celeste Carlson's 55th birthday gala at the club, Atlanta's crown jewel of glitz and history. "You are cordially invited to celebrate Celeste Carlson's milestone in style." I read it out loud, my voice dripping sarcasm. My best friend Diana looked up from her laptop and smirked. "Your mom doesn't do subtle, does she?" I flipped the card over. On the back, in Celeste's sharp, elegant handwriting, were 5 words that made my stomach twist. "Your presence is mandatory. Come face your future." Celeste never just threw parties. Every guest was a move in her endless chess game of power. She'd spent years trying to mold me into her mirror image, pushing me toward business school, designer dresses, a corner office in her tower. I chose paintbrushes over boardrooms. She's never forgiven me. Ethan called, his voice tight when I answered. "Vanessa, you have to go." Clara called me. "The family lawyer says it's tied to Grandma Alma's letter." I crossed my loft to my easel, where a half-finished storyboard for a mural of Atlanta's skyline glowed in the morning light, each panel waiting to be brought to life. In the corner, a small wooden box held the one thing that had kept me anchored since Alma passed away 6 months ago, her antique silver locket and the letter inside. "Vanessa, when the time comes, be brave. I've left you something to change everything, but you'll know when to act." Diana leaned over my shoulder. "You never told me about this." "It felt personal," I whispered. Grandma Alma was the only one who understood me. She'd sneak me into her garden shed to paint when Mom was on my case. She said my art was my truth. Ethan's voice crackled through the speaker. "The gala's in 3 days. Celeste rented the club. The guest list is insane. Every big name in Atlanta. Whatever she's planning, it's huge." Diana's fingers flew over her keyboard. I hacked the planner's files. Over 300 guests. The mayor. Half the city council. Every real estate mogul in Georgia. "Vanessa, this isn't just a party." I stared at the invitation, at my mother's perfect handwriting. "Come face your future." The locket around my neck felt heavier than usual, almost like it was holding its breath. I clicked it open. A tiny microchip slid into my palm. Whatever this was, it was about to change everything. The night of the gala, the club's grand ballroom sparkled like a southern night sky. I smoothed my sapphire blue dress, definitely not the cream gown Celeste sent, and felt Diana squeeze my hand. "You ready for this?" "As ready as I'll ever be." Ethan appeared, looking sharp. "Heads up, she's coming." Celeste glided toward us in silver and diamonds, all charm until her eyes landed on me. "Vanessa, darling, you made it, though I see you ignored my dress suggestion." "Happy birthday, Mom." I kissed her cheek. I like to choose my own style. Her gaze slid to Diana, her lips tightening. "I don't recall inviting extras." "I'm Vanessa's date," Diana said sweetly. "You told her to bring someone special, right?" Before Celeste could reply, Clara, our family lawyer, appeared. She pressed a champagne flute into my hand and whispered, "Everything's set." My heart hammered. Diana had decrypted the microchip. The proof that Celeste forged Alma's signature and stole Carlson Enterprises was sitting in my clutch, ready to go live with one text. Then a familiar voice cut through the room. "Vanessa, you look different." Adrian Cole, my ex, the one who dumped me right after a private meeting with Celeste. "Didn't expect you here," I said, my voice ice. "Your mom invited me, said she wanted to keep family friends close." Diana stepped in. "Family friends who break hearts on command, right?" Ethan saved us. "Adrian, the mayor's daughter's looking for you." When he left, I downed my champagne. "He knows something," I whispered. The lights dimmed. Celeste's voice echoed through the ballroom. Family is everything, which is why I have an important announcement. Diana's signal hit my phone. The files were live. Across the room, phones buzzed. Faces shifted from polite smiles to shock. Is something wrong, Mom? My voice carried through the mic as I stepped forward. Whispers erupted. She forged Alma Carlson's signature. Offshore accounts. Celeste's knuckles went white on the mic. This is a misunderstanding. I held up the documents. No misunderstanding, Mom. You stole the company. You forged Grandma's signature. You embezzled millions from her charities. The room erupted. Cameras flashed. Clara's voice cut through the noise. These documents are authentic. Alma left instructions for their release. Celeste grabbed my arm, nails digging in. What have you done? This isn't about money, I said. It's about truth. Diana grinned, holding up her phone. It's trending. Every news outlet in Atlanta's got it. Reporters swarmed. The empire my mother built started to crumble before my eyes. We escaped into the storm, piling into Ethan's SUV and heading north to Lake Lanner. The family lake house loomed in the mist. My chest ached. This was where Dad taught me to fish, where we escaped Celeste's control. Inside the boathouse, Ethan and I pried open a hidden panel. A safe. Inside, a USB, documents, and a letter in Dad's handwriting. If you're reading this, I didn't make it. The Alliance is a web of corruption, and your mother, she's at its heart. A bullet shattered the window. Storm tunnel, I yelled. We crawled through the hidden passage, hearts pounding. Whoever they weren't cops. This wasn't just about Celeste anymore. It was about justice for my father. In an abandoned warehouse in East Atlanta, Diana plugged in the USB. These files, they name a senator, the mayor, a federal judge. Vanessa, your dad was about to take down the whole network. The door slammed open. Celeste walked in, flanked by my uncle, alive, and armed men. Vanessa, stop this. You don't know what you're up against. Adrian stepped out of the shadows with a gun. Sorry, the Alliance is bigger than you. Clara's voice was steel. Tell her, Celeste. What is the Alliance? Celeste's laugh was bitter. Power. Real power. Alma built it. Your father tried to tear it down. Diana's voice cut in. Files decrypted. Uploading now. FBI agents stormed the warehouse. Tessa Evans flashed a badge. Federal agents, drop your weapons. Celeste's men surrendered. She didn't. You don't understand. I was protecting you. Tessa handed me an envelope. Your grandmother wasn't running the Alliance. She was undercover. With us. Inside was a photo of Alma with a young Tessa. A note in her hand. You have your father's courage. End this. An explosion rocked the building. My uncle raised his gun. 3 shots rang out. He fell. Behind him stood Celeste, hands cuffed, a stolen weapon shaking in her grip. I won't let them hurt my daughter, she whispered. Not like they hurt Daniel. Tears slid down her face. They killed him, Vanessa. He was going to expose them. I begged him to stop. Diana's laptop chimed. Everything's live. Every name, every account. The Alliance collapsed in real time as agents swarmed and took Celeste away. Her eyes met mine. You're stronger than I was. Weeks later, I stand outside the old Carlson Enterprises building. The new sign catches the morning sun. The Alma Carlson Arts Foundation. Diana grins. Your grandma would be proud. Turning this place into a sanctuary for artists? That's power. Ethan hands me coffee. The board approved the programs. Kids all over Georgia are going to get a shot. At the opening, a little girl named Maya shows me her sketch, a woman breaking free from shadows into light. Did you paint that mural? She asks, pointing to my portrait of Alma. That's my grandmother, I tell her. She taught me that truth is stronger than secrets. Another kid asks, why'd you start this place? I touch the locket at my throat. Art saved me when I felt trapped. Now I want it to save you. Sunlight pours through the gallery. Alma's portrait smiles down. Dad's journal is safe in my hands. And I know we've finally finished what they started. Truth is the greatest legacy. If this story touched you, share it with someone who might need to hear it. You never know whose life a little truth and a little courage could change.